Many CELPIP candidates struggle with the email task because they don't know what they need to do to achieve a high CLB score. But if you know what the CELPIP examiners are looking for, it becomes much easier to score high. This is the approach candidates use inside our CELPIP packages. When they focus on strategic preparation rather than simply studying harder, their scores can transform dramatically. In this video, you'll get 9 powerful tips that separate low-scoring candidates from high-scoring candidates. If you're ready to study smarter, keep watching. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to prepare for the email task in CELPIP writing. Tip number 1 is to understand exactly what the email task tests. This task assesses your ability to write an email that communicates effectively for a specific purpose. You might need to ask for advice, make a complaint, explain a situation, or provide information to someone. You have about 27 minutes to read the prompt and write your response. The prompt describes a situation and includes bullet points that tell you what information to include in your email. Your response should be between 150 and 200 words. The CELPIP examiners score your email based on 4 criteria: content and coherence, vocabulary, readability, and task fulfillment. A CLB 10+ response demonstrates excellent writing skills with sophisticated language use. A CLB 9 response shows strong writing with only minor errors. A CLB 7 response communicates effectively but may have some noticeable problems. Understanding what the examiners look for helps you focus your writing on what matters most. You need to address all the bullet points clearly and develop your ideas with enough detail. Additionally, you must use a variety of sentence structures and demonstrate a wide range of vocabulary. You also need to use the appropriate tone for the situation and avoid errors that interfere with understanding. Tip number 2 is crucial. Use linking words to connect your ideas smoothly and create flow in your email. Effective linking words help your email move logically from one point to the next and make it easier for the examiner to follow your message. For adding information, you can use words like moreover, furthermore, or in addition. For showing contrast, try however, although, or on the other hand. Let's compare 2 examples. I can't attend the meeting. I have another appointment. Can we reschedule? Let me know. Now, check this out. I'm writing to let you know that I won't be able to attend Thursday's meeting. Unfortunately, I have a medical appointment at the same time that I can't reschedule. However, I'm very interested in discussing the project timeline with you. Therefore, I was wondering if we could arrange a different time to meet, perhaps later in the week. I'd really appreciate your flexibility on this. As you can see, the second example uses transitions like unfortunately, however, and therefore. It flows much better and shows clear relationships between ideas. That's why it's extremely important to use linking words throughout your email. To ensure you use a variety of linking words and advanced language, use templates. Templates provide you with sentence starters that work for every email situation in CELPIP Writing Task 1. They include plenty of linking words and different sentence structures, so you can show the CELPIP examiners that your English is advanced. This can boost your score. Let me show you some powerful sentence starters you can use in different email situations. For writing to someone you know well, you could use this sentence starter. I wanted to reach out because when you need to explain a problem or concern, you might write, I'm writing to let you know about an issue I've been experiencing with. For asking someone for advice or suggestions, you could use, I was hoping you could share your thoughts on. When making a request to someone in authority, these are excellent sentence starters. I would appreciate it if you could. Would it be possible to These sentence starters work beautifully because they demonstrate that you know how to use a variety of sentence structures. When you use structures like, I would appreciate it if, or would it be possible to, you're showing the CELPIP examiners that you can use conditional forms and other complex grammar naturally. The best thing about templates is that you don't have to think about how to start your sentences. You can simply start writing. You use the sentence starter and then you complete the sentence with your ideas for that particular email task. If you want to write confidently like high-scoring candidates, check out our CELPIP packages. You'll find all the templates and strategies you need to write high-scoring responses. The link is just below this video. Next, address all bullet points and develop your ideas so that you fully support the purpose of your email. Simply mentioning each required point isn't enough for a high score. You need to expand on each point with relevant details, explanations, or examples. Let's say the task asks you to write to a friend about planning a surprise party. The prompt might tell you to suggest a location, explain why you chose it, and ask for help with arrangements. You need to cover all 3 points, but here's the key. You need to develop each one thoroughly. Don't write, we should have the party at my place because it's big. Instead, provide more complete information like this. I think we should have the party at my apartment because it has a spacious living room that can easily fit 20 people. Plus, I have a large balcony where we can set up food and drinks, and there's plenty of parking nearby for guests. The location is also central, so it's convenient for everyone to get there. This fuller development demonstrates that you can communicate thoroughly and achieve your purpose effectively. This is what high-scoring responses do. The development supports your communicative purpose by giving your friend complete information to make a decision. Tip number 5 is essential for scoring high. You must use the appropriate tone consistently throughout your email. This means using the right level of formality or informality that matches your relationship with the person you're writing to. The prompt will give you clues about the relationship between you and the recipient. This tells you exactly which tone to use. For example, if you're writing to your landlord or a supervisor at work, you need polite, respectful language. If you're writing to a close friend or classmate, you can use a more casual and friendly tone. For formal emails, start with Dear Mr. Hooper or Dear Mrs. Smith. Use complete words instead of contractions. For example, write I am writing instead of I am writing. Maintain a professional, courteous tone throughout. End with sincerely, best regards, or kind regards. For informal emails to friends or people you know well, you might start with Hi Maria or Hey Jason. You can use a relaxed, personal tone, and contractions are perfectly fine here. You might close with Take care, talk soon, or see you soon. The key is reading the prompt carefully to identify the appropriate tone. Then maintain that tone consistently from your greeting through your closing. This consistency is what examiners look for in high-scoring responses. By the way, if you want this channel to keep going, write yes in the comments, click like and subscribe. We only make videos that you actually want to watch. Tip number 6 is to show a variety of sentence structures in your email. This is essential for achieving a high CLB level. You need to demonstrate that you can use different sentence types accurately, not just basic sentences one after another. High-scoring responses mix sentence types effectively. This includes complex sentences with dependent clauses, conditional forms, and questions. Let's compare 2 examples. Here is an example that uses simple structures only. I want to change my shift. I have a conflict. Can you help me? I would appreciate it. Now, check out this version. I'm writing to request a shift change for next week because I have a family commitment that conflicts with my current schedule. If it's possible, I'd really appreciate being moved to the afternoon shift on Tuesday and Wednesday. Would that work with the team's coverage needs? The second version uses a complex sentence with a reason clause. Because I have a family commitment that conflicts with my current schedule. It also uses a conditional structure. If it's possible, I'd really appreciate being moved to the afternoon shift. Additionally, you can see a question that engages the reader. Would that work with the team's coverage needs? This variety demonstrates advanced language use that examiners look for in high-scoring responses. Another effective way to boost your score is by using relative clauses. For example, my neighbor who lives in the apartment above mine has been playing loud music late at night. Additionally, you can use different ways to express the same idea. Instead of always starting sentences with I, use phrases like these. After reviewing the details, based on our previous conversation, the key is using these structures naturally where they fit. Don't force them in awkwardly. When you have an opportunity to show your grammatical range, take it. This is what separates CLB7 responses from CLB10 responses. Tip number 7 is to demonstrate advanced vocabulary through precise word choice. You need to show a broad range of vocabulary throughout your email. Instead of using basic words repeatedly, vary your vocabulary with more advanced alternatives. Don't write good multiple times. Instead, use words like excellent, beneficial, or ideal. Further, replace simple phrases with more advanced language. Don't simply write, I have a problem. Instead, write, I've encountered an issue with. Instead of I want, try I'm hoping to or I'd like to. Furthermore, use expressions that sound natural and fluent. For example, instead of make a decision, write decide or reach a decision. Instead of help, write assist or provide support. Let's look at an example. Here is a basic sentence. The weather was very bad and the trip was very disappointing. Now, take a look at this more advanced version. The weather was absolutely terrible and unfortunately, the trip didn't meet our expectations at all. However, here is a warning. Be careful to use vocabulary you're confident about. It's better to use simpler words correctly than to misuse advanced vocabulary. The goal is demonstrating precise word choice that communicates your meaning clearly and effectively. Let's check out tip number 8. Organize your email clearly and logically. A well-organized email shows the CELPIP examiner that you understand how to structure written communication effectively. Your email should have a clear opening that states your purpose right away. Then, write a body that develops your main points in a logical order. Finally, make sure your closing wraps up appropriately. Start your email by establishing why you're writing immediately. For formal situations, use phrases like, I'm writing to inform you that, or I'm writing regarding. For informal situations, you might write, I wanted to let you know that, or I'm reaching out because. In the body of your email, present your points in a logical sequence. If you're addressing multiple bullet points or requirements, organize them clearly. You might address the bullet points in the order they appear in the task, or you might group related information together if that makes more sense for your message. For your closing, wrap up your main point or request clearly, then end with an appropriate sign-off that matches the tone you've used throughout. Formal emails should close with sincerely, best regards, or kind regards, followed by your name. Informal emails can use closings like best, take care, or thanks. This clear organization makes your email easy to follow. It also demonstrates that you understand English writing conventions, which can boost your score. My final tip is to review your email carefully before submitting. This step is often overlooked, but it's crucial for maximizing your score. After you finish writing your email, review carefully. Read through once to make sure you've addressed all the required bullet points from the prompt. Then check your writing for errors. Look especially for mistakes you tend to make frequently. Even small errors can impact your score if they interfere with understanding. Therefore, your grammar needs to be as accurate as possible. Check for subject-verb agreement, make sure that your verb tenses are consistent and correct, and verify that your sentences are complete. Additionally, your spelling should be accurate, and you should use appropriate punctuation throughout. These aspects of writing matter because they affect how clearly your message communicates. Also check that you have maintained the appropriate tone consistently from beginning to end. Make sure you haven't switched between formal and informal language inappropriately. Finally, verify that your email is within the word count range of 150 to 200 words. Being significantly under or over this range can negatively affect your task fulfillment score. This brief review can catch errors that would otherwise lower your score. Taking time for careful review can make a significant difference in your final CLB level. That's it. Those are 9 essential tips for writing a high-scoring email in CELPIP Writing Task 1. If you're serious about achieving the CELPIP score you need, check out our CELPIP packages using the link below. We'll guide you step by step on how to score high, so you'll feel confident on test day. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you're notified when the next video comes out. Also, share this video with your friends so they can improve their CELPIP score too. See you in the next video!